Yeah, yo, this is episode 1 of Soul Chat. Um, this is just a little place I wanted to just to get people to appreciate the producer, appreciate more than just the beat, actually get to know who the people are behind the music, the interest, how they got into music, how they got into production, their different thoughts on things or whatever. And blessed for my first guest to be none other than Kel C, What's going
Yeah,
on?
man. Nothing, bro. Just trying to survive in these weird times we in, bro.
I hear that, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody checking in.
hmm
So yeah, let's just get right into it, man. So, first question everybody asks, what started the itch?
Um, Bro, I have to say it started around when I was born because when I was, in my mom's stomach, my dad was playing EPMD, in his system loud. I think it was their second album,
Mm,
Unfinished Business. He was like, my mom was like, that album, your dad used to blast that while I was pregnant with you. She would tell me that. And, when I was born, in 89, like, that's when hip hop was like thriving. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And, you know, I my dad always had a system. He had a system back then, and it was just something about the music. And I'm sure those that grew up in the 90s remembered how people would have their cars hooked up and stuff and blasting the music out. Like, I was that little kid, 4 or 5 years old, just in awe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this thing is blowing my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? So it started way, way back, where
Yeah, definitely attest to that because like when I was growing up, that was the same thing. My father, my next son, and all, that's all they did. They hooked up cars, they hooked up systems.
right,
They had to make sure the system was bumping. They had to make sure,
right.
they're playing the right tune, whether it was hip hop, reggae, like what. It had to be tune.
Word.
I,
Yeah, like,
I was always around it, and it was just the it. So I always appreciation for music. That's the exact same way. So, but what actually got you in production? Because I know for me, like I started um, focusing less on the lyrics. Not saying that the lyrics weren't important, but me personally, I started focusing less on the lyrics and more on the instrumentals.
yep.
I don't know if that was the same thing for you, or if there was like there was a moment that, like, tell me how your love for production.
Hold on, let me just get away from the noise, my bad.
Yeah,
Um, Let me just come down here. Um,
all right. What up, Soundtrack, Wills, SP,
yeah, peace. Shout out to everybody in here, man. I see Will,
Willow?
Soundtrack, DJ Stress in here, and Phil, Connecticut's in the building. For me, well, let me just first start off by saying that I'm born in Connecticut. Like, I'm in New York now, but I was born and raised in Connecticut. I moved to NY. I was 22. So a lot of these experiences I'm talking about, when hip hop started, it was in Connecticut. So, yeah. So, but I'm sorry. What was your question? Where,
Like what? Like, I know talked about how you fell in love with the music. Period. But
yeah.
what specifically happened that made you like say, nah, I gotta give this production thing a try?
Well, to continue on what I was saying with the music, there was words, but I didn't understand them lyrics as a 5-year-old. It was the actual music. You know what I'm saying? And a fond memory I always have is when, my father back in, it was, I think, June of 96, he bought Reasonable Doubt. And,
Classic.
excuse me, yeah. And the song that I would just listen to over and over and over was Dead Presidents. And, bro, I probably listened to that song as a 7-year-old so many times, not knowing what a word Jay-Z said. Jay-Z became my favorite rapper because of the beats he chose. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's how it. So when I was like, yo, I just love the music. I didn't understand what he was saying. And shout out to Ski because I was even able to tell him that story. You know what I'm saying? And that just brought everything made life almost full circle that I was able to have that conversation with Ski. You know what I'm saying? And tell him that. But yeah, that memory and to go a step further, 13. So from 6 to 13, I was just listening to a bunch of hip hop, and as I got older, I understood the lyrics. But when Kanye, College Dropout, bro, that was it. And you remember when you posted Last Call, like that's like my favorite Kanye song. After hearing that album, I was like, the age of 13, I wanted to make beats. You know what I'm saying? And then Wills, who's in here, he was making beats since he was 11. You know what I'm saying? And I just watched him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of where I get my drums off and all that stuff. That's from him. You know, like Will's is always that guy. I'm sure you have that person that you looked up to when you wanted to produce and you just looked up to them. Me and him were 3 days apart and birthdays. And I thought he was like the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made me really start making beats. Then I got my equipment. I was 16. And that's when I started,
Okay. Yeah. There's always that one person that always gauge yourself like low key. You're like, all right, I'm. This is my for me. Let me hear how his third beat sound, and it's always a little friendly competition. For me, that was Overlord, cause
Chino XL in the building, a legend in here. What's up, bro?
Good man. How you doing? But yeah, like with me, it was Overlord, like, cause he was always working on music. And speaking, but he was always working on music. And like, I worked on music too. But like, I was playing basketball. But he was always on the music.
Yeah,
always. Yeah. And when he started going up, I was like, all right, I'm here, but production wise, I can't let him get too far away.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's what it was with me with Wells, because I mean, he's incredible, man. Like that's just it, bro. Like I'm always bigging him up. People probably tired of me bigging him up, but that's my brother though. So
So you grew up, born and raised in Connecticut.
Yeah.
What got you out here? Well,
okay.
You at now, but
well, it's cool. I went to school. Okay. Well, I went to University of Hartford, and that's where I met my wife now. And she lived in New York. So I always said to myself, for one, I've been with her forever. So she lived in New York, and I said to myself, that'll be perfect because I'm trying to do this music thing. I can move out there and be with her and pursue this music. Because I was good in school. Like, I did good in school and all that, but it just wasn't something I wanted to do. Like, anybody can attest, you know what I'm saying, that I was really good in school when, being born and raised in Connecticut. I was like the good kid. But, I knew me going to New York was going to get me more exposure. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep Connecticut in my bio, because that's, I want to be known that is where I'm from, but where I'm at, I'm in New York, but yeah, so that's pretty much the story behind that.
Nice. That's dope. Now, me personally, I remember the first time I met you was at an iStandard.
Yeah.
I don't even think you were playing beats at the iStandard. I think you were just there.
Yeah. There's a reason.
So,
yep.
Mm-hmm. So what I remember speaking to you before, and you were like, how you didn't feel good enough yet to really like put your stuff out there. And then I want to know what gave you the confidence to finally be like, yo, my beats are getting there. Like, let me start actually participating, because you have a really, well, we'll get into that later, but
Yeah.
what got you into like finally being like, yo, I'm here, feel like I'm good enough, I'm gonna try this.
Well, G Wiz, who's actually in here, it was G Wiz, Steve, and Wills. Like, those three guys would showcase their beats, and I would get pointers from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, with production wise, and they were amazing. They are still amazing, but I just wasn't, around that era before. And you could attest to this, like, it was an era in beats, like, when Ice Standard was around, it was nothing but monsters, bro. And you had to be a gladiator, bro, like, straight up. Like, and I was just the one just watching, I always kept, making sure I was practicing, but I was just watching and studying. So, because I knew when the crowd heard a whack beat and that reaction is like, it's not a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? And especially people may not let you know. You know what I'm saying? And you just be the butt of the jokes. I just didn't want to be that guy ever.
Yeah, you get those cliche remarks from the judges.
Yeah, that'd be the worst. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, when the judges say, I don't care, bro. When the judges say, nah, that jug would be good for commercials or a scene, your beat was whack. Like, straight up.
As soon as they hit you with the licensing, like, nah, bro.
That's it. Your beat was trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a nice way. It's true, but, like, they saying it ain't good enough for this. You know what I'm saying? And me, I want people, back then, I wanted people to rhyme on my stuff, so it's, but yeah, so I just took my time before I went out and showcased, heavy, and started 2017, which is 4 years ago now, which is crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, because that's 2017. That's wild, because you definitely have developed, I think, one of the most unique sounds in hip hop, period. I'm talking about mainstream ground. Your beats are the type of beats that when you hear it, you know it's you.
That's crazy. Appreciate it.
So how did you develop your sound? Was it anyone that you kind of like listened to that was like, let me just get a little bit?
You know what? I'm actually gonna hold on, my fault. I'm moving. 1 second, my bad. My fault. Hold on, I'm bugging. I'm trying to get out of. Khalil, stop following me, please. Hold on, I'm trying to get away from my son right now. Khalil, stop following me. Yeah. All right. My fault. This is live, so I'm dealing with stuff live. Hold on.
All right, good.
I need you to be quiet. Go upstairs to Auntie Gina, please. Go upstairs to Auntie Gina. Thank you. All right. So,
being a pops.
Say that one more time. My bad.
Nah, being a pops is 24/7, man.
Yeah, like So.
No, yeah, I was saying with your sound, like your sound is very, very, very unique, and I was wondering, like, is it someone that you listen to that you're like, I like that, let me just tweak it, or was it just you sitting around experimenting? Like, how did you come up with your sound?
Well, I studied Kanye, Knots, Just Blaze, Knife. I studied those guys. Like, The Minstrel Show, I freaking burned that CD. Like, freaking killed that album. I just studied the program and where they put certain things. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, you'll learn where, like, the drums you just studied it. You just know, like, you'll know a Ninth Wonder beat, you'll know a Just beat. They'll do similar things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I did was I took something from each person that I liked. One thing I liked. And you know, I definitely used to listen to Jake One a lot. And Jake One and
Yo, extremely underrated.
super in Exile. Like, I remember when I heard Pearly Gates. This particular beat, like, I studied to a T. Pearly Gates by Mobb Deep. 50 Cent was on there. It was on their only album they had with G Unit at the time. Bro, that beat is just like that was almost like a blueprint to my style. You know what I'm saying? And then I just built on that. So I listened to, after, rest in peace, Dilla. You know what I'm saying? I listened to a lot of Dilla. So I just took pieces from different people, whether it was the bass line, how they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listened to all of them. You know what I'm saying? And Dre, of course, you know, in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. And
yeah, right. Yeah, SP said it. My fault. White man music, that joint was crazy. And you want to know how I got put on to that was by Large Pro, because Large Professor was getting interviewed by somebody, and he was just like, "Yo, who are you listening to?" And Large Professor was like, "Yo, that white band, that Jake One, that's what made me go into Jake One." You know, so
that's what's up. So now, all right. So now you got your confidence up. You're starting to do these beat battles.
Yeah.
Winning these beat battles. You're going out of state to do beat battles, and you just so happen to get in touch with Sean J.
Yeah, man.
So tell me how that happened, and what's the relationship been like since?
Yo, first and foremost, Sean J. That's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? My older brother, and we are super, super close. I call him. We talk like every week. We at least talk twice. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm gonna tell you how I met Sean. Now, I'm saying it like this because you're part of this. So I know you remember Master of the Machines.
Yeah.
It was end of May 2017, and it was John Glass, Aesthetic, Overlord, Scratch Nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, heavy hitters. Like, that dude Scratch Nice is crazy. So anyway, it was at the Mockingbird in Manhattan, and I went with my girlfriend at the time, and I just sat in the corner. I spoke to Kaz beforehand, like, trying to make sure I got everything, you know, for the battle or whatever. And I sat back, you know, when I got to Mockingbird, I sat back. I didn't say nothing. Sean J walks in. He was one of the judges. You had Sean. You had what's the dude's name from the Beat Nuts? I forgot. Dang.
Well,
you got Psycho
Les,
not him, the other dude. Dang, I just drew a blank.
Okay.
Somebody in the chat know. Who's in the Beat Nuts? He was a judge. Juju. Yes, thank you, Maestro.
Maestro was good, man.
It was Juju. The kid, he's down with Griselda. Camouflage Monk, and then it was Sean. So Sean, when he walked in,
I did.
Say again?
No, I was just saying that's wild. You had different judges than I did.
Yeah. So when Sean walked in, he introduced himself to me. He was like, "How you doing, brother?" And you know how he talk. Yeah. And I was like, "I'm cool." You know, I didn't really pay him no mind. I was just focused. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause
in that zone.
I was in that zone. So, you know, the first dude that I go up against is Ovalord. Mr. Harry Overlord himself. And I knew he already won the Remy Producers, so I was nervous. Like, I'm like, yo, this guy is a beast. So we play our beats back and forth. He's winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get knocked out. Why he ended up, what up, Nuke? Why he ended up playing a Jay Dilla tribute?
Yes.
And Juju burned him a new one, bro.
Yeah. Which was there, to be honest, but
yeah, he didn't have to do him like that. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad. I'm like, yo, because if he would have played another track that was dope, I would have lost, and I wouldn't have won that battle. So I ended up winning that battle, and yeah, soundtrack. He had guys shook. Don't let his humbleness fool you. I won the battle. The next day, Sean hit me up, and then that it started from there, and we've been cool ever since. And you know, he gives me jewels and stuff like that. So not to go on a tangent, but yeah, that's how I met Sean.
That's what's up, man. And like, yeah, I seen. I know it's weird because like every event that I would see going on, I see Sean Jay's a judge who's participating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
every event that Sean Jay is like a part of or like going to, like Kel C is a participant. Or you know, you just started being on your hustle, man, like going everywhere.
Yeah, man, I got some stories, bro. It started, so what's the question? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like, you just started going like everywhere, and the more you started going, like I started seeing you at battles, and you winning those battles that I'm in, and you winning battles that other people are in, and now like people are looking at you like, yo, that dude's a monster. The same way you was looking at other people like, yo, they're monsters. Now you a monster.
Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, through those times, I had these conversations with Sean, you know, and he's telling me stories about how he used to produce with Mos Def and Talib and all those stories and stuff like that, and it just inspired me. You know what I'm saying? That I could make it, and he giving me the confidence to, you know, be different. You know, because my thing back then, which it still is, I don't really sample. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mess with the sample packs now, but back then I wasn't really sampling. You know, and he would just, you know, give me pointers as I would go these places. Like, I mean, I remember 2017, I went to Atlanta to A3C, and bro, I paid so much money for that trip. It was ridiculous. And you know, it toughened my skin because it was an high standard, and I got knocked out the first round. And you know, imagine you pay a hotel, you know, all this money is from me working a job, like, you know what I'm saying? And you end up losing that way. So I just started building tougher skin because I didn't win all my battles. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So as I would go to these places, in between, I'll be in the wood shop just working on my craft. So another place outside New York, I made, you know, a place to go to a lot was Boston. Like, shout out to Beat Club Podcast. I've been up there numerous of times. And, you know, I just wanted to be heard in many different places. Like, I really went the limit, bro. Like, and it is an investment, James. I really went the limit, bro. Like, I'll never forget the time. Oh gosh, here's Maestro. I remember the time when I was working a job out in Brentwood, and so the event was in Boston. So I'm like, yo, I paid bread to be here. You know what I'm saying? To be in Boston, I gotta go from Long Island to Boston, and I'm not taking a day off from work. So I literally drove from my job in Brentwood all the way to Boston, bro. That was a 4-hour drive. And shout out to Premise from iStandard. I told him, like, bro, I'm coming from Long Island. I'm gonna be dumb late. You know what I'm saying? Like, please hold my spot. Fuse was a judge. It was an in-studio iStandard event. So I made it there, and I met a few producers. One of them being what's his name? Elio. You may have heard of him.
Yeah.
Yo.
I know Elio. Elio's a monster.
He was in the Remy producers. I think he was a runner-up. One of them.
It was him and Overlord in the finals for the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's doing big things now. He just engineered I think some joints for Jordan Lucas.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he's incredible. He's incredible. So I met him out there. He ended up winning this the battle I went to, and I ended up coming at second. And at the end, what's his name? Premise made it his thing to say like, yo, this dude Kel C came from Long Island, like 4 hours away just to come up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dedication. You know what I'm saying? I felt good because, bro, I was dumb tired. And, I kid you not, bro, I drove back to Boston and had my work clothes in the car. And I just changed in the bathroom and went straight to work, bro. So I was up for like a total of 24 hours. I will never, ever do that again. Like, there's a thing to hustle, but you got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this day and time, I will never, ever, I just won't do that again. Unless it's, a different circumstance. But, like, we've
definitely all had, like, maybe not that type of story, but we've all had a story like that.
Ridiculous, bro.
But,
if you think I'm lying, you could ask I forgot the dude's name. You could ask Premise. You know what I'm saying? You could ask him.
Yeah. Nah,
bro.
Trust me, man. Yo, we all know that struggle. We all know. As a producer, when you're trying to get on and you're like, all right, work is done. As soon as I get out of work, I'm driving to wherever to do this beat battle, or you trying to gauge how you can get to the beat battle because you got to be at work at a certain time.
Yep.
We all know that. But yo, real quick, shout out Maestro, shout out St. Felice, shout out C. Darcy for checking it out.
Steve, what up, bro?
New.
That's my niece. She's in here.
Good, y'all. Thank you guys for checking this out. Like I said, this is episode 1 of Soul Chat. I got my boy Kel C here, and we just talking, man.
Yeah.
Getting to know Kel C for more than just the beats, which he is.
Man.
So,
who
started your own label?
Say it again. My bad.
Your own label.
Oh, you're asking? Did I start my own label?
Started your own label?
Yes, I did. There's just thank you. It's a LLC, Gold Elephant Records, along with Kumbaya and Wills. My thing with that was just trying to start a place where a safe haven. You know what I'm saying? Where we could starting our thing, where it's selling merch, hard copies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really in the beginning stages of it, but I just want my own safe haven because these labels and other situations is like, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a business than it is music. We all love music, but we kind of leave that business to the side, and people that don't have no musical talent, they know music makes money. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like they almost prey on that, on talent. They may come at you a certain way, but not to go into that. But yeah, I did start a little label. I'm gonna start rolling that out soon.
That's another road to walk down soon.
Exactly. Yeah, we leave that alone. But yeah,
definitely picked a great first artist to sign to be a part of it. Kumbaya, shout out to her. How did you meet her, and how did that come about?
I met her at a Brooklyn block party in September, I think it was. Yeah, September of last year. And she was there playing beats, and I didn't even know she rhymed at the time. She was playing her beats, and her beats is amazing. You know what I'm saying? And but we never spoke. Like, I was kind of like in awe. I didn't approach her. I didn't say nothing to her at that event. I was like, there's going to be a time we're going to cross paths again. I wasn't thirsty, if you will. I just let it be what it was. And she tells me now that she was already following me at the time. I started following her, and I was in her stories, and I said in a reaction, like a laughing emoji, and we just started talking organically from there, you know? And we just started building a real nice relationship, you know?
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had the first single that dropped, Page from the Rip.
That was Will's. Will's produced that one.
Yeah, produced by Will. Shout out to him, because that beat is
Yeah.
the flow is dope.
Yeah.
New single out, like so is what the new single just dropped. So
Yeah.
SoundCloud and Bandcamp.
For now, yeah. We're gonna get it on all streaming platforms soon, but right now it's on Bandcamp and SoundCloud.
Okay. So what are your plans for the future? Like, was there a date for like a project drop-in, or is there anything else getting ready to drop maybe in the near future that you can let the people know?
You know what? I let a couple people know. I was in like a little Battle App session. Shout out to Battle App. Shout out Eddie James. I let everyone know there, and whoever's here now, that, you know, Overlord Radio is coming back soon. You know what I'm saying? Very, very soon. And on the show, I'm gonna, you know, explain what I got coming up. Like, there's a few things in the works. I just don't want to let it out the back too much, but it's gonna be very, very soon. So everybody just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? 2021 is gonna be an ill year, like, you know.
And speaking of, that's another thing, man. Like the Overlord Radio, like, I know Overlord was doing his thing before that, but
yeah,
pandemic, and when you joined up with him, that's when everything like really started taking off, and people really started gravitating towards it and checking it out every Saturday night, going crazy with the beats in there, like Boogeyman and Knees.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
what did you see that he was doing that you were like, listen, this could really be something? Because it did turn out to be something.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it was totally random, bro. Like, totally random. Overlord and myself, we were doing something not involving that. He was helping me with a video, because as you guys know, he helps with all my videos and stuff. And we was waiting. I was working on a Smack Pack submission, so we was waiting for my man Sean Hibbler to send the track back, because we were trying to, you know, work on it. But, you know, we just had time, and I'm just sitting there. He was like, yo, let's just go live real quick. Let's just go live and you do your thing, like your Overlord Radio. So I'm like, yeah, because we don't got nothing else to do. Like, we're waiting for that to come through. So we go live, and then you know how you can send the live out to people. I sent it to Siege Monstrosity. I sent it to and then he put Rockwaller onto it, and I sent like everybody that I could just tag, and it just started getting crazy because people started seeing that Rock and Siege was in there, and other people. Eric Sermon peeked in for a little bit. People so seeing that, and it was hearing the dope beats coming through. It was just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, soundtrack was in the first day, and it was it just went out of control in a great way, and it was just wow, because it was just all this energy, you know, in one place virtually, and it was just so much fun, like, you know, with the reactions. And then the candle came a little bit later. The candle wasn't in first couple episodes. There was no candle, but I don't know, bro. It was literally by this speaker, and I guess that candle was just looking at me like, just pick me up, bro. Just pick me up. It's gonna take your show to another level. Pick me up and put me together. And I just did. I was like, yo, instead of fire emojis, y'all better drop candles in the chat, and then the rest was history. Bunch of candles everywhere because the beat was fire, and that was it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely became a movie because I'm seeing candles in other people's chats, and I'm like, yo, like, that's crazy. Like,
going cool on Beat Talk Tuesday, you see candles coming down. You see
That's crazy, bro.
like it's definitely making its way around social media, man.
Yeah, like it's so crazy, and I'm just like, this is becoming a little movement, and we didn't really start yet. Like, we really about to get things going. You know what I'm saying? So, when I really knew it was something big is when I made it to the finals in a Smack Pack challenge with Ski, and shout out to Ski Beatz, the legend, and I was in there, battling. And I told everyone, like, yo, pull up. I need candles. I need y'all to pull up with candles. Bro, that whole chat, was like 100 people in there, and everybody's dropping mad candles. And I'm just like, yo, like, bro, like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that show, like, it's just amazing, man. And we're coming back very soon. So
And you put a lot of people on to different events. Like, you put me on to Battle Ave. Like,
yeah.
But if it wasn't for Ovalord Radio, we wouldn't have all. You put a lot of producers together that a lot of producers that wouldn't have known each other had it not been for Ovalord radios and stuff. Like I definitely wouldn't have known Soundtrack or D Dot or SP because they're not around here, and now them dudes is like, what I'm saying? I see them and I'm like, yo, what's good?
Yeah.
It's like it's a real community. It's not just on to be on. Like, everybody part of it is really a part of it. They love it. And shout out to you and Ovalord for putting it together.
Yeah, thanks, man.
For real.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
So, now we're going to get into a segment, right? I call it Over Under. All right? So, first question, I want most overrated producer, most underrated producer.
Oh, okay. Of all time or at this moment, how do you want to?
All time.
So,
most overrated producer of all time? Give me most overrated producer. In your opinion.
Let me start with the most underrated producer. The most underrated producer I feel is Eric Sermon.
Yeah, I feel that.
Eric Sermon is the most underrated hip hop producer. Overrated. This is the controversy part. Shucks, bro.
It ain't without a little controversy, man.
Look at him. Go ahead, air him out. Let's hear it. You be in trouble.
The whole chat waiting, man.
I know. But I was right with the underrated, right? I'm cool. Eric Sermon's underrated.
Good one. Eric Sermon's underrated. I agree with that. That's a good one.
Dang, bro. Overrated? Hold on, man.
I feel like you know what you want to say too. You just don't want to. You just gotta jump off that bridge and say it, man.
Of all time, bro, because who I'm thinking of, they're great in their way. So it's like that's a hard question to answer. Because if I'm overrated, who gets? You know what? I'm gonna say this. And this is of late.
Okay.
As of late, now this guy is a legend, but who I feel is overrated to us. Look at these guys. Look at them. I'm gonna say Siege. Y'all gonna be yo. Siege is actually one of the most underrated producers. Like right now, Eric Sermon over time. Siege is because Siege is an absolute. Monster. He's a monster. He's an absolute monster, bro. Can I pass that question? I don't want to ruffle feathers. I don't. I'm sorry. I have to answer. Okay. Yo, you get all right.
You're amongst producers, man. It ain't no thing.
People know people. Okay. Oh, God. As of late.
Okay.
So there's an answer. I'm gonna say it. I honestly think Swiss Beats is a little overrated to me. As of late.
Okay.
As of late. I think, I hear the same drums and I be feeling like the later stuff is a bit half baked to me. You know what I'm saying? Because his earlier stuff is crazy. Don't get me wrong. Like, he has classics, but when you stay continuing and you running out of steam, a person such as myself, I study. I can hear you running out of steam. It is okay. You know what I'm saying? I can hear it.
I can hear you running out of steam.
See, please. See, people know people. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm telling you.
I love Swiss, but yo, I answered. You know what I'm saying? See, Siege is not right. Siege is not right. Like, Siege got all these people in his call log. He probably spoke to Swiss last week, but no. Yeah, I love Swiss, but yeah, he's overrated. Sorry.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Next question. Now that you've got that out your system, I feel like
Yes, that was hard.
Over under. Most overrated beat of all time?
Ooh, I like this.
All time.
Underrated beat of all time. Next week this answer will change. I think and I'm not just saying this because this guy he passed away. Rest in peace, MF Doom. That's a whole nother thing. No, I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a whole nother thing. Okay. Underrated, right? You said?
Mm-hmm.
Ether's overrated. Yeah, that's everyone knows that. Okay. Dang, bro. I'm trying to give right answers, bro.
It's your opinion, bro. There's no wrong answer here. It's how you feel.
Yeah, underrated. Hold on, just let me. I'm sorry. In my opinion, I feel there's a lot of songs, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of songs. I'm sorry, these people are gonna leave the chat. Kel C. I feel it's coming to me. No, I'm not. I'm keeping it a buck, Maestro. You want to know what song is underrated to me? Is the Joint LL. This is not all time because I'll fry my brain. But this song is super underrated. The Joint LL did with Pharrell. I Love You Better. I think that beat is just so fire.
Neptune's joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hot beat, man. And that's right in the middle of their dominant 2-year. They would when everything was a Neptune beat.
Yeah. Yeah. That joint, it just the airy, the synths, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, and it don't get enough love. You know what I'm saying? That record is fire.
That's a good one. That's a really good one, to be honest.
Yeah, I love that record. I don't think you get enough shine. So now Overrated. This would be fun.
There's a lot of beats out there that there's a lot
Overrated.
That's getting much shine. I'll give it overrated. I'll give it overrated one. I think.
Yeah, get my mind working. Give me.
I think Death of Auto-Tune is an overrated beat.
Okay.
Especially after listening to the sample, nothing was changed.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that one. That's an overrated record.
Not saying the track is whack. The beat itself is, in my opinion, it's overrated.
But you know what though? Because he was making a big statement with it. You know what I'm saying? Where Death of Auto-Tune You know what I'm saying? It was a statement he was making, so it just amplified everything. That's an excellent pick. Yeah, I agree with that.
Eddie said is by Eminem.
Overrated?
Overrated?
If you listen to the original song, the original sample, Dre had the weight. He said G thing. Oh no! It's a
Eddie said
Eddie going off.
Eddie said everything West Coast was.
Renegade beat is all. Oh, you guys is wildin'. Renegade is overrated.
Whoa.
No. Oh man, hold on. Let me think here. Overrated. Oh, I got you. And this is my man. You know what beat is overrated to me? Gold Digger. I hate that beat. I hate that. I was just like, overrated. And Kanye's he's the reason why I started making beats. That beat is overrated. Yeah. Renegade is not overrated. You guys, nah. That's off the Blueprint, which is like top. Come on, what?
But then there goes another good question. Does an overrated beat get points because of the impact? Is it not overrated because of the impact it had?
Yeah, absolutely. Like the impact kind of makes it a better beat, quote unquote, because it could be a whack beat but have impact some way, shape, or form. Could you look at Soulja Boy? That was trash, but yet it was impactful. It was, it was impactful. But yeah, definitely, because Gold Digger, it had remember Ray Charles movie just came out that time, and he had Jamie Foxx on there. Mm-hmm. So that kind of fueled it. And Kanye, he had, Late Registration out and stuff. Oh, another underrated beat to me is I think Diamonds Are Forever. That's underrated.
Whoa, hold on. I love that beat.
Yeah, I think that's underrated. I don't think
Oh, I thought you said overrated. I was about to be like, whoa.
No, underrated.
Nah, that beat is a masterpiece, man.
Yeah, I don't think that gets enough.
Diamonds is, the beat is crazy.
Yeah, it gave me goosebumps, like literally. So yeah, go ahead. You keep going.
What some of the people said. Black Album is way okay. Good question. Because C said Black Album is better. So what's a better album to you, Black Album or Blueprint?
Blueprint, like it's not even close. That's an overrated album. Black Album, in my opinion. I knew he wasn't gonna retire after I heard that outro. I was like, absolutely not. You are not going out on that note. Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge record for Kanye. Definitely.
Yeah. I don't even. Yeah, that.
I don't know, man. I think the Black Album was better than
Blueprint.
I think the Black Album was better than the Blueprint, man.
I'm gonna tell you something about Blueprint. I got that album September 10th, 2001. I had it on bootleg, bro. Like, I was ready for that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, the night before, 9/11, I was listening to that album, and I was killing Takeover over and over. I remember in the 7th grade, I was killing that album. You know what I'm saying? I remember. Wait, hold on. See, there's a lot going on in this chat. It's like, what is going on? You guys are a rowdy bunch. What is going on in this chat right now? Hold on.
It's not a classic.
There's a lot of dialogue here. What's going on?
Jesus, people just saying Jesus' worst album ever.
Oh, man, yo.
You like that album?
I'm gonna tell you another album that's underrated.
I agree. I agree with Maestro. Hold on one second. I agree with Maestro.
What do you say?
The beats of Blueprint 2 will make you like the album. If it wasn't for that, that album wouldn't be all that to me.
Yeah, Blueprint 2 wasn't all that. That was one of his worst albums, in my opinion.
It's one of those albums that if like it wasn't a double disc, it would be
better.
It would be a good album.
Yep, I agree. Absolutely. It had too many tracks on it. Yeah, it had great beats. Like the joint Jimi Kendrix did was probably my favorite. Did It My Way. That joint is crazy. Yeah.
Ovi Baby on there. Yeah. Meet the Parents. That was nice and dark. As One. You know what's funny? I was in a Clubhouse the other day and Just Blaze was talking about how that whole song came together.
Really?
Yeah. He was saying a lot, man. He was talking about how he got Freedom on there. On Beyonce Grenade album.
Seed is hurting my heart right now. He's really twisting a dagger in my heart right
now. So we spoke about.
You gotta be quiet.
We spoke about what got you. We spoke about what got you interested in music, but what was the album? Like, was there a specific album that made you say, "Nah, I gotta try this production thing"? Because I'm not gonna lie, when I've always been into instrumentals and stuff, but when I heard Philadelphia Freeway, I was like, "Yo, I gotta try this thing," because the beats is crazy. Like, don't make no sense. Was there a specific album for you that you were like, "Nah, I'm really gonna try this now"? Like, I want to do.
Yeah. You had excuse me. I mentioned College Dropout, but also the Minstrel Show. I'm gonna throw one in there. Dang, where's my computer? I think I left it. Yeah, I left it in the car. I'm gonna throw a wild one. I don't know if a couple people know about this one. Fun Crusher, Company Flow. I don't know if you heard of that album. That's really underground. LP was a producer on that. Fun Crusher. It was like such a classic album. Fun Crusher, Company Flow. That was an album that made me, because I studied that, just the emotions, not even just the actual beats, but just the emotions that it made me that provoked me. You know. What's another one that made me want to make beats? You know what? I go out on a limb and say this. G-Dep, Child of the Ghetto, had.
Really?
I studied that album. That had it had a lot of fillers, but there was a few joints I consider to be classics on that, and I studied that as well.
Wow.
Yeah. Different stuff, bro. There's a lot of music, you know.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that before. Like,
yeah.
That's all right. That's dope, man.
Yeah, Child of the Ghetto had some joints on there. Definitely had some joints. Oh, be quiet, Maestro.
So, all right. So now.
Oh, she reminded me. I didn't really mess with Muddy Waters like that, but What, the album?
Yeah, Muddy Waters was dope, man.
I didn't really gravitate to it. Not saying it was whack, but his first joint, Redman's first joint, I was all over that one. And yeah, I'm just naming albums that I just used to listen to around the time I made beats. Purple Tape, Liquid Swords, you know, 93 to Infinity. Whew, that, crazy.
Yeah, man. Everything that I was listening to when I started was heavy Rockefeller. I was a Rockefeller guy. That guy that wanted the chain. I was that guy that wanted the chain.
Yeah, I still want the chain. Yeah.
So I was listening to all that.
I can hear it. Like, your production is like, you're like Just Blaze mixed with Knife Wonder, and you have the emotions of what's the Chinese guy name? Nigubis? I forgot his name.
Oh, Nujabes?
Nuchabis. Yeah, you give me those vibes.
I appreciate that, man. That's high honor.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Low End Theory, best album ever. I choose that. Yeah, soundtrack said it right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll choose Low End over Midnight Marauders. Although I know Midnight is the better album, but my favorite is Low End, bro. You know.
I don't think you can really go wrong with any Tribe album, to be honest. You know.
Yeah. Nah, you can't. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. What now, Siege? What? Who said something?
Yeah. Siege is highly offended right now about something.
What? What did I say? Yo, these guys are crazy.
Our East Coast niggas are different.
Yo, Maestro said, he said, meets, rhymes, in life. That was a typo. That's definitely a typo.
Meets, rhymes, and life is my shit.
That's wild. He meant beats.
Yeah. All right, so now another over-under.
All right.
We did overrated producer. We did overrated. What's the most overrated thing you hear about producers coming up?
Oh, that's a good question. That we make beats every day? That's so like what? Get out of here.
Like we sit in a room and we're just on a pad and we're just
making beats.
That's all we do. Come out, don't know what the sun look like, and just go right back into the room. Like, nah, we have lives.
There's no way.
We got.
No, that's overrated.
The most overrated thing I hear producers say, and I'm not saying they're wrong for it. I just see it. They're not wrong for it. It's just everybody says it.
What's that?
Dilla.
Yeah, you got Dilla bandwagoners out there. You know, I'll admit, like I knew about Dilla after he passed. I'll admit it, but that's when I went back and I listened to the Donuts, the Champion Sounds. That's another album, Champion Sound. I used to bang that a lot too. So yeah, that's definitely let Dilla rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
not saying it like he can't be an influence, because he's definitely an influence.
Yeah.
You'll hear a person be like, yo, who influenced you? They'll be like Dilla, right?
And and I hear their beats, they be trash. I'm like, yo, weird.
Nothing like Dilla. Like if I was to be like, yo, Just Blaze influenced me, at least you could kind of hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But some other people be like, yo, I've been listening to Dilla since forever. And then you listen to their beats, and their beats don't sound like you listen to anything Dilla did. It sound like you listen to DJ Mustard.
I know there's too many Dilla people in here for this. We're not talking bad on Dilla. We're saying we're not saying anything bad. We're saying people just hop on that bandwagon so quick and it just be like, well, wait. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
They listen to Villa.
Yo, that's funny. Yeah, man. But nah, bro. But no. Shout out to Dilla. Rest in peace, bro. Actually, I got something. Dilla, his birthday's coming up, so right. I got something. Yeah.
Right.
In the works for something like that. But yeah, man.
Well, yo, I appreciate you taking the time out to chat it up. Let people see, more of what you got, what influenced you, what got you interested.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you being the first guest.
No doubt, bro.
So yeah, next Saturday, I actually have DJ Static.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Static. That's the guy.
It's a Chop It Up with Static next Saturday, same time.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it, man. The week after, we got Overlord. week after that, we got another special guest.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We just, like I said, this is just a spot that we can talk and showcase the producer more than just the, just actually sit down and chat with them and see what got them started, see what got them interested, see what got them where they are right now. And
yeah.
Oh, wait,
Kehlani, man.
And these are the
All right, man. Much love, bro. I appreciate you having me, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you for taking the time out. I know you're a busy man.
Yeah.
I could hear the busyness in the background.
Yeah, I tried. I tried to get them away, but they just like to make noise. Yeah.
Back. And shout out to Kumba for being in here. Everybody go check out the new single.
Yeah, please. I did my own reaction video. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to push the joint. I look like a fool, but I'm trying to push my single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you guys listening, and tell a friend. We'll be back here same time next week.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna spread the word, bro. I got you.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
All right, bro. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, peace.